Hi, we're Lee and Mandy and we're the Frugal Travellers.
We met trekking in Nepal in 1996 and have been to over 110 countries since then.
Thank you for joining us as we wander the globe.
It was a glorious day, so we decided to head to Silves, the former capital of the Kingdom of the Algarve. We were lucky to be able to go with our friends Debbie and Stain in their car, but there are regular buses from Portimaõ.
Today we've come to the historic town of Silves and we're travelling with our two good friends here, Debbie and Stain. These are the two creative travellers.
Nice to meet you guys. We're excited to show you around.
They've got an awesome YouTube channel, Two Creative Travellers. You should check them out.
Definitely, and we're really fortunate because these guys have been here quite a few times. So we've got ourselves our very own guides to explore
Pressure's on.
this beautiful, beautiful town. First stop was the Old Bridge, also called the Roman Bridge, even though it was built in the middle of the 14th century. This was replaced in 1963 by a new bridge for traffic, but the Old Bridge is still used for pedestrians.
Yeah, other than the clock will, or the watch will die, right?
Depends on how.
It's amazing. Here are the old city walls. Water fountain. It's not working at the moment, but I think it's a town hall. Camera. Oh, and a public toilet.
So this is the main town square, the heart of Silves. Behind me is the Camera Municipal, and you can see the Moorish influence with the fountain, which isn't on at the moment. Behind that is the parts of the remains of the old city wall, and then over this side we've got the Casa Rosada, the pink house, and then panning round the Portas da Cidade de Silves, which is the old town wall gates, the gateway into Silves. And Mandy, what's this in front of it?
It's a
forgotten.
pillory.
The Pillory, yeah. So this is
Where wrongdoers, I think, would be strung up
yeah,
and I'm assuming whipped. Oh dear.
yeah.
So after reading the very interesting notice board over there, we've discovered that yes, it is actually a pillory.
Yeah, there's a crown on top, which is the symbol of the autonomy of the city.
Yeah, and I think the hooks must be where people were tied up and then whipped. Apparently it's one of the
Nice.
few remaining pillories in the Algarve. It's absolutely amazing inside here. Wow, so it goes around. The exit's on three sides. This is the way I've just come from the plaza.
This way to the Castello and the Say.
And here we have the magnificent Say, the cathedral. Apparently it was built on the site of a mosque hundreds of years ago. And I think the portal, the gateway, the doorway, is original, but the rest, I'm not too sure exactly when it was built. We'll have the date below.
This is just another very impressive example of the city's medieval heritage. This place really does have some character.
So now we're up at the castle.
This is the great King Sancho I, who was part of the reconquest in 1189 when they took the castle back from the Moors.
Wow, and it's certainly an impressive statue.
The castle at Silves is one of the best preserved Moorish fortresses in Portugal. There are remains there dating back to Roman times. The Moors held it between the 8th century and the 12th century, and it has undergone a lot of restoration work due to the many earthquakes since then. Unfortunately, it was closed when we were there, but entry is €2.80 or €3.90, including the museum.
Well, we have a bit of a challenge. We're going to have two. Ow! We're going to have two. There's pricklies on there. Two of the four of us try this orange.
Okay.
You have to know that in the beginning, when they had orange trees in this part of Algarve, it was for decorative purposes. So there were actually trees that carried these kinds of fruit, but the fruit wasn't edible.
Oh.
It's bitter.
Oh.
And we've had one instance where we tried it and it ended up being a bitter one. I tried it. And so now we'll see if this one is a bitter orange or a sweet orange.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of grapefruit, and it's closer to a grapefruit sort of. Wow.
Sour Patch Kids. Au natural.
Got to be good for you, right?
Gotta be.
You just walk up these little back streets, and then you find parts of the city wall right there. Turrets. Amazing. We're heading up to the square by tourist information, and we found the Casa Vella, the old house, and they do a whole chicken with potato with chips for €6 takeaway. Very good value for money.
It's excellent value for money. And they also have this many, oh my word, I just had a waft of roast chicken, or churrasco chicken. It smells amazing. This is the front of the Casa Vella, and it's such a beautiful looking building. Like, I can just imagine when everything's open, it'll be great.
So we went for the chicken and chips from the Casa Vella, the €6 special for an entire chicken, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, and he gave some bread as well, which is lovely.
Bread, got some ketchup, got some mayo.
And it's piripiri, so it's got a slight spicy flavour to it.
And some beer, thanks to staying in Delhi. Cheers, guys. So, Mandy, how is the Piripri chicken?
It's amazing, absolutely delicious. I think it's wonderful. But Debbie just gave it a glowing review as well.
Yeah, Debbie, thought it was good?
Sorry, terrible timing.
I'm busy with pork cheeks right now, but I did have a piece of the chicken piri-piri. And since we've been here, this is the best chicken piri-piri we've had so far.
Wow, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big one.
It's just the right amount of spice.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what piri-piri is, it's just a spicy sauce that they grill on an open grill barbecue, obviously. And the chicken, split it, grill it, and that's all they put on it.
Yeah, excellent.
Excellent.
It's
You're
wonderful. So happy. Lee absolutely and totally loves caravels. So behind me we have this lovely old building that's being restored, and up above that,
Hopefully you can see, there's a stork in a nest.
look at him, just proud as anything. Lovely stork. And that glorious blue sky. So just wandering around the back streets of Silves and the architecture.
The architecture is beautiful, and the colors on the buildings,
Yeah. So
and
impressive.
the ironwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
look
just-
at
And the greenery growing
Yeah.
up on the roof.
that. Oh, yep. There's a garden on the roof.
Yes.
What are you doing, Lee?
Just checking out the oranges. I would scrump some, but I know that they're going to be very sour, so I won't bother. It's really interesting. Come down to this little square, and these statues seem quite Buddhist. We're in Ibn Abad Square, and it must have been quite important. I love the Arabic writing, the way the sun shines through it and reflects on the water. Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. And these statues they're so interesting. You come around here, that looks like I'm not too sure, Moorish building, maybe like a hammam thing.
Okay, so it was a poet, 1051 to 1091. So he was born in Beja, Silves Governorate. He was the Kingdom of Seville and died in Marrakesh. So we're finishing off our time in Silves down at the river, having an 8-pack of ice cream for $2.89 from Lidl. Sorry guys, I couldn't resist it.
It's cheaper than buying 4, so
yeah, but thanks for bringing us down here. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did too.
We had a blast. We're so glad you came up with this idea. It was actually Lee and Mandy's idea to come to Silves, and we're all over it.
Yeah, fantastic.
We had a blast today.
Don't forget to check out the Two Creative Travellers, their YouTube channel, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. See you next time. Today we've come to the historic town of Silves. Is that right?